Hey everybody, and welcome to day 4 of You Can Heal Your Life 30-day challenge. I'm Dr. May Parekh. I hope you have been able to watch day 1, 2 and 3 videos. The links have all been put up, and I hope you are doing the task. You made your journals, you're actually writing down your own introspections. You're able to look deeper within because we want to bring about the change in your life, and it's your journey ultimately. So I hope you all are doing what's necessary. Please do participate actively, that encourages us as well. And today we are going to start with day 4, which is the most important principle of Louise Hay. That's learning to love yourself. Louise Hay says that everything comes down to self love. It's about how we look at ourselves, it's about how we accept ourselves, even with our strengths, even with our flaws, how we look at ourselves. And lack of self worth and lack of self love is what she blames or she describes is responsible for creating everything that we consider negative in our lives. Somewhere or the other, we don't like that part of ourselves and we see that it keeps getting reflected in the patterns outside. So, what is this self love about? Does it mean looking at your body and saying, wow, I look really good? No, it doesn't. It's not about vanity, arrogance, or being stuck up in any way. It's not being about the body. It's about looking deeper within and feeling that connection with ourselves. It's being able to sit with ourselves for 10 minutes without feeling the need that we need somebody all the time around us. It's about actually being the person you would want to be with. That's self love. So Louis Hay says that there are so many things to love in the world. It's whether you look at the birds, the trees, the nature, your parents, your families, the things you do, anything that you can think about. There's so many things that you can feel love and gratefulness for. The problem is that often that in trying to love others, we may forget to love ourselves. And what do? Well, we criticize ourselves, we blame ourselves. If something goes wrong, what, that guy felt bad or that girl felt bad because of me, my colleague was not happy because I couldn't do something right, or I'm just not good enough in some way. We always tend to find a fault where I'm doing something wrong, like maybe I'm doing something wrong, and in that time we often tolerate a lot of things that are going wrong as well, thinking that we'll hurt the other person, and then we don't give ourselves the priority we need. She gives an example that the self love can bring so much change. She talks about a woman who she used to wear glasses, and she managed to come to contact, so she started seeing perfectly, and she couldn't believe it, and she kept repeating that I don't believe it, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And the lack of self worth, the lack of self belief landed her coming back to the glasses. She just gives a very simple example, but the point is that when we don't love ourselves correctly, somehow or the other we're going to come back to the same pattern. So, how do you look at love, or what is the definition of love? Well, she describes looking at babies. She says babies are perfection. I mean, you lift a baby up and the baby is smiling. It trusts that you're going to pick it up, and it wants to cry, it needs food, it's just going to be itself. A baby accepts itself in every way, doesn't want to change the behavior because you told it to. But we do not, it's not really possible, right? When you're an adult, you're going to behave in a certain way, you're going to have some norms to follow. But when you stop loving that inner child in you, that's when that problem starts coming in your life. So today we're going to start working on that inner child. We're going to start working on loving ourselves by the beautiful and the most important exercise that I believe, called the mirror exercise. What do? Well, you take a mirror. Okay, take a proper mirror. Don't use your mobile phone, because you need to look deep into your eyes. You need to look into your eyes and then see what are you observing. Are you just noticing, what, I've got a pimple here, or my skin's really oily today, or I could have worn better clothes. Is that how you're looking at yourself? Or are you able to look deep into your eyes? And they call windows are, eyes are the windows to the soul. So are you able to look deep within to your soul and just tell yourself, Ame, so whatever is your name, I love you. I love you and I accept you for the person you are, for whatever you are. I love you and I accept you. I acknowledge you. Look deep into your eyes, okay? Just be with yourself for that moment, and just ask yourself, can you actually talk to yourself? How do you feel? Is it bringing up any memories? Is it triggering something? Some people find it really difficult to do it for the first time. Like, superficially it's very easy to say, but when you actually have to mean it, it gets really difficult for some people. So I want you to do this exercise today at least 3 to 4 times, and let me know, were you able to talk to yourself? Let us know in the comments or in the chat or wherever we are having this. All right, see you soon.